was going to talk a little bit about sort of music discovery as well. We all sort of know about recommendation engines and sort of discovery platforms. The first one I remember was sort of Pandora in the US, which we can't get in the UK now, unfortunately, and obviously Last FM. They've been around a while now. How important do you think they're going to be in the future? Do you think it's going to be even more influential than the likes of sort of music TV channels and mainstream radio? I think you're probably best answer that.
Yeah, well, because we're a music discovery service, I guess. I mean, we took the view. A lot of it was based on personal experience when we first started off, but it's since been borne out by a lot of research and now by a lot of our customers. And that was, there's two ways of actually approaching this idea of music discovery, i.e. Listening to more stuff than's been thrown at you by the sort of common marketing machines. One is to work on a sort of algorithm basis, which works very well. That's the Pandora, the Wii7, the iTunes Genius. But for us, music's a creative product, and it's about people talking about music and recommending it to each other. Mm-hmm. And I think that's been missing off digital platforms, and it's bringing that sort of soul back into digital music and allowing that friend-to-friend recommendation. And allowing people, and here's the elephant in the room, was actually sharing music. You couldn't mention that to a label a couple of years ago. You couldn't mention the idea that someone might be able to share a piece of music with a friend, and that friend be able to listen to it. But that's what Amplo's actually managed to do, is to allow the sharing of music, and let people actually listen to it, thereby actually discover something new. And bundle the buying into that, so everyone's able to actually make some money out of it as well. I fundamentally believe music discovery is the most important thing around. If we're talking about a model that's actually going to replace the old school system of get signed to a big label, who I've made it, my song's now on the radio, that works great for maybe 3 acts a year, but for the other 99.8% of artists out there, it doesn't work so well. And unless we've got models that allow for discovery of new apps and new material online, then it's not going to allow that sort of new creative talent to come up within the industry.
Mm. Colin, have you got any thoughts on sort of discovery recommendation engines?
Yeah, well, I'm personally a big fan of Last FM. I use that quite a lot because I think their recommendation service is very good, and I learn about a lot of great interesting new bands from getting recommendations from Last FM. I think I think personalisation is the way forward for the company I work for Wii7. We're definitely kind of putting a lot of emphasis on the user kind of having their own personal recommendations in front of them, as opposed to the kind of editorial kind of pre-chosen stuff given to you by a label. It's also just picking up something from what Atan said about kind of being able to share your music. It's Wii7's obviously a website, so we're viral, and we make it so easy to kind of share your music on Twitter, on Facebook. I think if you're a digital music service in this day and age, integrating with social media sites like Facebook and Twitter is really key, because I was reading an article the other week about the kind of percentage of traffic for UK websites that comes from Facebook is pretty significant these days. So being able to offer that kind of functionality is key, I